Alright YouTube, but let's take a break from the build videos for a second because I want to talk about a weapon that has taken over this season. And in case you guys didn't know, Sunshot, which is an exotic hand cannon that has been in Destiny 2 since the beta, has had a major resurgence this season. But why? Why is this weapon so popular now when it seemingly didn't get any attention last season? Well, I'm here to explain why that's the case and why you need to start using this thing immediately. So with that being said, I'm SniperKH and let's get to it. So let's first explain what the Sunshot is. The Sunshot is an exotic hand cannon that made its debut in the Destiny franchise way back in 2017 during the Destiny 2 beta. And as time has gone on, this weapon has undergone many changes, with the most notable changes being that it has continued to be the only 150 RPM hand cannon Destiny 2 has to offer, and most importantly for PvE, it received a 40% damage buff with the release of the Witch Queen in February of 2022. However, even with those two going for it, it still didn't get the attention as the community thought it would, because of primaries like Osteostriga and Quicksilver Storm would instead take the community over. However, even though that's the case, it seems that after a recent update for hand cannons, this weapon has been seeing the shine it's been aiming for. With the release of the Season of the Witch this past August, hand cannons received a major buff, with hand cannons now dealing an additional 20% damage to red bar opponents in PvE and a massive 75% additional damage to yellow bar targets in PvE. Thanks to this buff, the Sunshot has become a weapon that you'll now see some of the best players using in in-game content. However, that is not the max potential for this weapon, as with the help of this season's artifact mods, you can make this thing even better, so let's see how to do so. Alright, so let's go deeper on how to make this weapon better. There are 3 artifact mods that can help elevate this weapon a little more. The first mod is Overload Hand Cannon, which may seem like a niche mod, but its effect is a lot more potent than you'd expect once you realize that this mod lets hand cannons become overcharged, which lets them do a bit more damage. I don't have the exact numbers of how much more damage a weapon does when it's overcharged, but if I find it, I'll throw it on screen. Next, we pair this with Solar Elemental Orbs, a new mod that was introduced this season, which will create solar orbs on solar kills. These solar orbs can then be thrown and will explode once it reaches an enemy or once it hits the ground. Now, this sounds fun, but what else can we do to make this weapon stronger? Well, I don't know. How about pairing these with Elemental Munitions, another seasonal artifact mod which gives you the chance of spawning special and heavy ammo on elemental orb kills. If you pair all of these with ammo finders as well, since exotic primaries amplify the effect of these mods, then you will be generating a significant amount of ammo on top of having a beast of an ad clear weapon. Now, this all sounds good, but you might be wondering to yourself, why is Sunshot still more popular for most in-game content compared to other weapons? Well, let's explore that a little more. So, I think when most players think of the most popular weapons in the energy slot, a very common answer is Forbearance, the wave-frame grenade launcher from Valve the Disciple, which has been a dominant weapon for over a year now. Well, the main reason why Sunshot is more popular right now is thanks to the buff it received and the pairing that I mentioned earlier. This weapon allows you to do more of Forbearance's job at a longer range than Forbearance can do itself. The only downside Sunshot has right now is that it's an exotic, meaning you're giving up that exotic slot, which can be costly in some areas of the game, but in the rest of the content this game has to offer, you'll be fine. I've been using Sunshot a lot in seasonal content and even in my Crota's end runs, and it has been a phenomenal weapon to use, and is one that will stay in my loadout for a while. Well, that'll wrap up today's video. If you found it helpful, consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel for more Destiny 2 content dropping weekly. If you've been supporting the channel for a while now and you want to support me even further, then consider becoming a member of the channel today. Click the join button by my name to learn more. Otherwise, check out my other social media platforms that are found in the description below. With that being said, I'm SniperKH, and I'm out. Good luck with gaming.